choose your devil. I've always known that insulin is really at the heart of our problems when it comes to losing weight and storing more fat, because what the body does is once you get in sugar, it will produce insulin, and the function of insulin really is to store fat, basically. People forget that we have all sorts of sugars. We have lactose, we have fructose. Say choose your devil, right? I'll rather have my sugars when I'm out of my fast period in fruit.
Steve, we're going to talk about a subject which I think people are aware of, but many people don't actually look into. There's the sense of disease, because most of us are basing our lives on our relationships, our jobs, which it's okay when it's going all right. But once it starts to go wrong, we get some blips. It's like, well, actually, I feel a little bit unhappy here. Do you think that most of us are basing our lives and our feelings on our externals?
Yeah. Definitely. I think it's a symptom of society as it is today anyway, really. It's everybody's searching for something, but it's about where we're looking, where we're actually going to, where we're going to begin our search. The trouble is today is most of us begin our search with, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be what is the next TV or computer I'm going to buy. And we're always looking for something to complete us. And that's what the search is about, feeling complete, feeling whole. Unfortunately, the latest TV, it only lasts 2-3 years. And then it's out of date, or maybe 6 months, and you need a new TV because it's not going to be good enough. And that's kind of consumerism. And in itself, it's a quest for completion. It's looking for something that's going to complete our lives.
And I guess the thing is with these advertisers, they know that, so they're almost selling us some kind of a dream. But it's like anything, isn't it? Like a relationship, infatuation to start with. A new job is great. You love all the people you work with. Then you find that maybe a couple of them you don't get on with. Yeah. So I guess an answer is, and I like your answer to this solution of spirituality. Before we find out a little bit more about how that can help, what exactly is a spiritual life? What is spirituality?
Okay. Spirituality, I mean, there's so many different definitions to it, really. From my point of view, I would say it is about looking for something that is bigger than us. It's something that is, at the same time, it's external, but it's also within us as well. Yeah. It's about a connection. It can be a connection to a higher power. It can be a connection to your own inner power as well. But the difference is spirituality, in my opinion, is different to religion. It's spirituality is about finding something that is not defined by somebody else's idea of what you should be looking for.
Welcome guys to another reset video. You've not seen my face. Hi. I hope you're all well. It's a very typical Sunday where I do most of my meal prep or bulk cooking, and which always entails some baking. If I'm not doing granola, which we love, and which I just shared, one of the easiest recipes, I'll put the full recipe in the description box. I've done this several times on this channel. I'll be doing some bread, but on this day, I've decided to prepare myself 3 days worth of meals, actually 4, because I'll leave it in the fridge and it'll only last for 3 days. This is one of the most high protein meals, if there's a word like that you ever come across, and I'm sharing that today. It's the whole meal on its own is less than 600 calories. So sit down, relax, watch, and then welcome to another video. This is a reset video or a reset Sunday vlog. I'll let you relax and then we'll talk much later. One of the main things that I preach is if you feel like eating something, go for it. People who have long-term results on maintaining their weight or losing weight, they don't have any drastic measures. I really felt like eating pasta and I went for black bean pasta. It's something that I have been buying a lot. I buy this from Aldi. It's black. It might not look good, but it tastes just as good. And honestly, I try to replicate or tweak meals that I love to suit me. So this is like typically pasta and mincemeat, but I decided to have the healthy version. And for lunch, I just added some coconut oil for my healthy fats into the pan of said mince lean turkey, and I added some veg, and I'll just do like a stir fry basically. So it just reminds me of having typically a Chinese linguine pasta. And yes, it worked for me. Think about what you love and just think about options that work. The reason why I said this was very, very high in protein is, you can imagine that we have eggs, and I use the yolk to give me some fats and protein, of course, because I used the egg white for my recipe before for my granola. And that was cooking. While I finished baking, what I do is I add my grains, my nuts and my raisins once I finish preparing the oats in the oven, so it doesn't burn off and it stays fresh. This is something I learned, and this portion will take us for like a month perhaps, because we just add it in our meals. Sometimes we have it with Greek yogurt like a snack, or the kids might have it in the oats, or sometimes my overnight oats. It gives it a crunch. It's so easy, and you know what you're eating as opposed to the store-bought options. And once it's done, I just pack it in airtight containers, and I've got my meal prep next to it. I added some boiled egg, which I'll share in a minute, and that was my Sunday done. This all took me about an hour, and I have the rest of the day to myself. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's my motto. See you guys later. Devil. They say choose your devil. This is mine. Anyway, I'm saying this because I came to the realization, I've always known that insulin is really at the heart of our problems when it comes to losing weight and storing more fat, because what the body does is once you get in sugar, it will produce insulin, and the function of insulin really is to store fat, basically. It has other things, but in summary, it will really make a difference with your weight loss goals or achieving them. Most times, people forget that we have all sorts of sugars. We have lactose, we have fructose, and I watched a video, and I've got banana here, banana peeling, and I've got mango, and I'll just say choose your devil, right? I'll rather have my sugars when I'm out of my fast period in fruits, as opposed to having them in processed white sugar, because of course there's a difference with the digestion and how quickly it spikes your insulin. And the other tricks as well, because most people forget, especially when you're on juice, like I'm on an only fruit diet, and I have been on one, trust me, I lost weight, but It's very arguable how much weight I would have lost if I was on strictly veg or fruits that have, or veg that have less sugar, because some vegetables like for example squash has sugar, or sweet potatoes, and they all eventually turns into insulin or becomes like sugar. So when I say choose your devil wisely, I mean choose your devil wisely. And I'd rather have fruit. I'm about to devour this to end this video. And oh my god, these mangoes, they're so good. I'm going to have it, and it feels like there's sugar added in it. Like, I buy this from the Asian shops. It reminds me of what I had when I was back home in Africa. I love mangoes. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to end this vlog. It's been a bit long. I hope you enjoy what I eat, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure you make right choices when it comes to your weight loss, because health is wealth. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I'll always share my journey. It's a beautiful one, and it's slowly steady wins the race. I'll see you in my next video. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the content. Bye bye.